You ever just sit there and feel like you don't know what you're doing? Like you're just floating, not sad or mad, just lost. Everything around you is moving. People have goals, they've got passion, deadlines and plans, and you're just kind of like, what am I doing here? Why do I feel so stuck? And what makes it worse is you know you're capable. You know deep down that you're supposed to be doing more. You're not lazy, you just don't know where to point your energy. It's like you've got gas in the tank but no map. Like you're in the driver's seat with the car running but no idea where you're headed. And I get it. A couple of months ago when university decisions came out, I got an email from my top school and I ended up being waitlisted. And that word sounds harmless, right? It's not a no, but it's not a yes either. It just adds more uncertainty. That word completely redirected everything for me. I had spent the whole year visualizing my future at that school. I had dreams, I had plans, and suddenly it was like, okay, well now what? That's what being lost feels like. It's not always dramatic. It's not always some huge failure. Sometimes it's just a little crack in your plan that suddenly shatters the whole blueprint. And then you're sitting there surrounded by pieces of what you thought life was going to be, and you have no idea how to rebuild it. But here's something I had to learn the hard way. Things don't have to go the way you want them to, and that is perfectly fine. That feeling of being lost is not a flaw. It's not a sign you're failing. It's a sign that you're evolving. Sometimes being lost is just your soul saying, we're outgrowing this version of ourselves. You're shifting, and that's where people get it wrong. We think we're supposed to always be certain. We need to know what we want, have a 5-year plan ready. But who said that? Where is that written? Sometimes, not knowing is the most honest place you can be. 'Cause look, there are people who don't care. They don't feel lost, they feel numb. They gave up and they settled. But if you're feeling lost, that means you still care. You still believe there's something more for you, even if you don't know what it is yet. Sometimes life will literally pause you on purpose, because if you kept going where you thought you wanted to go, you'd actually miss out on where you're meant to be. You gotta learn to sit with the fog. You gotta let it teach you. What are you clinging to that you've outgrown? What dreams were never really yours, but things you picked up from someone else? But here's what's true. You're not broken, you're not lazy, you're not failing, you're just searching. And that's a beautiful thing. And look, your journey's not gonna look like everyone else's. Some people graduate and jump right into their dream career. Some people go viral. Some people get their big break. And some people, they move through the fog for a while. They wander. And then one random Tuesday, something clicks. But none of that happens if you stop walking. So if you're feeling stuck right now, like everyone else is moving ahead and you're just frozen, just remember, you're not behind. You're just early in the chapter. You're not too late. You're not too slow. You're exactly where you need to be to learn the things you need to learn before the next door opens. And sometimes the next door, it doesn't open until after you take the first step. So don't wait for the perfect clarity. Don't wait until you have figured it all out. Just start. Just try. Even if you mess up, try again. And yeah, it might feel awkward. You might fail a few times, but that's the good stuff. That's the part that actually shapes you. That's the part that grows you. You are not lost. You are in the process of becoming. And that's sacred. That's necessary. I know it's hard to see that when you're actually in it, when it feels like everyone else is passing you by. But I promise, this season is doing something in you. It's stretching you, humbling you, and preparing you. And one day you'll look back at this exact version of yourselves, the confused, anxious, lost version, and you'll be so grateful because they kept going. They held the line. they didn't give up. So yeah, if nobody else told you this today, let me be the one. You're doing better than you think. It's okay to not have it all together. You're not falling behind. You're learning how to navigate without a map. You're not stuck. You're in the middle of something that's going to make sense later. So give yourself grace. Pause when you need, but keep walking. You're not lost. You're becoming.